Hello everyone. I hope you're all having a good Wednesday, right? I don't even know what day it is anymore. Yeah, but I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be continuing Final Fantasy XIV main story quest. I don't remember where I left off, to be completely honest, but before stream I did kind of figure out where the next story quest was because I had no quest and I was like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, I'll just be continuing today, and yeah, I hope you all have fun just hanging out. Oh, that's right, we were about to join the Scions, I think, or at least head over there. Momodi is ready to tell you about what she knows about the Scions of the 7th Dawn. Alright. So, you want to know more then, do you? Well, ain't that a surprise, I swear. If I painted certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, 9 out of 10 adventures would go through the first, and then the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on account of being Holden. Anyway, don't say I didn't warn you. First of all, if you're ever wondering whether you can trust these Scions of the 7th Dawn, you can. They're good people who've made their mission to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Of course, that ain't no small task, and so they're always looking for dependable individuals to join them. Individuals like you, Phantom. Now, I've given leave to tell you where to find the Scions, but you must promise to keep this information to yourself. As you can probably imagine, it's something Eorzea's enemies would very much like to know. The Scions are headquartered in Vesper Bay, out in western Thanalan. The place you're looking for is called the Waking Sands. Give your name to whoever's at the entrance and you'll be let in. You're a man in demand, Phantom, and the days ahead promise to be busy, but I hope you won't forget about them. I hope you won't forget about them as helped make you into the adventurer you are. Drop in and tell them how you're faring from time to time, right? Well, I've made my peace. Off you go. Struggling to read. I haven't read out loud in a while. Alright. Let's see.
You don't know me, son!
Valentine. You scared me with that. Hello. How are you doing, Valentine? I hope you've been well. I saw you were playing, what was it, Final Fantasy 16 last night? Very late at night. You're good. You didn't go long though because sleep took hold. That is very fair. I think I saw you went live like right as I was going to the gym and I was like, oh. And then when I got back, I like passed out, so. What's that person? Oh, I was gonna revive them, but now you're in Savage Hell. Oh no. Ugh, I feel so tired. I haven't even been awake that long though. Deep in the forest of my heart, a lonely flower blooms, yearning for the heavens above, to quench my thirst for you. Yeah. Ooh, wah. I would think you not to sneak up on me like that. Now, please be advised that, and this is private property, unless you have permanent business here, I must ask you to. You're at the behest of Yada and Papalimo? My sincerest apologies. May I please have your name? Phantom Cat, Phantom Cat. Ah, here you are. Mm. Oh, my name is Tataru, and I look forward to assisting you during your time with us. The... and... why am I struggling to read? Ah. Anti-descent? I don't know. Struggling to say that word right there. Is within the solar. I shall let her know to expect you. I take it you were Phantom Cat. Tataru sent word that you had arrived. Lady Minfilia has eagerly awaited your coming. This way, if you please.
So you're the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minthelia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here.
Wait, when did that get voice acted? I don't know, but apparently it is.
No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events.
Ah, thank you for the bits, Creeper Corp and Valentine. Meow? Meow. Meow meow. Valentine though. It probably got added sometime recently. I don't know for sure though.
For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you.
MSQ did get a rehaul like End of Shadowbringers. Ah, I see.
It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose.
Hmm.
That's right. I too possess the Echo.
Just like me, for real, for real.
With that established, let us return to the subject of the Primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm.
My friend told me that the dungeons at the end of A Realm Reborn were split apart because they were super long. Was that part of that? I don't know. Valentine might know though, maybe.
I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea.
I think my brother was talking about that too, because he leveled a character through recently. So, yeah.
But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it?
One of them used to be 45 minutes with 30 of which being cutscenes. Oh no.
And so I implore you, lend us your power.
Now it's 20 minutes plus a trial in an instance. Ah, that's not terrible. At least it's cut down in time. Somehow, yeah, she told me to grab some snacks before starting because there's so many unskippable cutscenes. Ah, yeah. No more unskippable cutscenes, but I like cutscenes. But I guess like in a dungeon though, they can be kind of annoying, especially if you're like in the middle of it, and so like it's unskippable. A shame no more cooking popcorn. Yeah. All right. If you're level 80 and in it, it is semi-hell with the cutscenes. Oof. Naturally, your aid will not go unrewarded. We are fortunate to have a number of influential allies, and at a word from me, they will gladly afford you certain privileges that might otherwise be denied you. The right to employ retainers, for example. Are you familiar with them? They are individuals who may be relied upon to manage your assets and belongings on your behalf. The papers you requested, my lady. When I did the dungeon last month, the cutscenes were unskippable. Oof. Like maybe 1 or 2 unskippable versus 10. Ah. Thank you, Tatsuru. The pleasure is mine, my lady. By way of a welcoming gift, I have taken the liberty of adding your name to the retainer's registry. As of now, you are entitled to employ the services of a retainer. You will need to consult with a retainer vocate regarding the particulars of this arrangement, but believe me when I say that retainers will prove invaluable to you in your adventuring endeavors. Let this gesture serve as evidence of our commitment to do all in our power to facilitate your personal objectives. Woo, free storage person. We love free storage. In return, we ask that you aid us to the fullest of your extent of your talents. How does she even know what my main objectives are? I haven't told her anything. I just showed up here because they told me to. Mutually beneficial relationship. I'm sure you will agree, and one which serves the greater good besides. Well, that was a very veritable lecture, was it not? Forgive me, but it is important that all concerned are aware of what is expected of them. Now you know our purpose and what we can offer you. I invite you to consider joining us. When you have come to a decision, you may tell me without fear of censure. In good faith, I shall entrust you with our order's password, which our members use to reach one another afield. It is Wild Rose. Pray keep it safe. Ready. We Scions have but one objective, To safeguard the future of Eorzea, among our greatest concerns are godlike beings known as primals. I feel like I've already read this before. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, even though she just said in the cutscene like 30 seconds ago that she's like, I'm gonna help you with what your endeavors are, even though I don't know what they are. But I firmly believe the power that we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Phantom. I will go wither with the wild rose blooms.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells?
Nope.
It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them.
I love waiting for PF to fill. Oof. The
Among
waits
their
are
number,
real.
there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons. Those same brave souls stand before you now.
Yeesh.
The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are
Popalimo.
charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome! I had every confidence that you would agree to help us.
Me too. Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The
He's so
words
edgy.
of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
I don't know why, whenever I see her name in text format, I just think of tater tots. I know that's not her name at all, but...
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, the evidence left behind implicates the Emolja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Yeesh. First primal that we're gonna deal with. Oh. I don't know why I thought he wasn't in here. Which Scion is your favorite? I think out of the ones I just met, I like Thancred. Datu is nice as well though. And then I also like Ida. I think that's her name. So then your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Thancred's my fave. Yeah, I think he looks pretty cool and he sounds cool. It is cool too. Yeah. Oh, sorry, 1 second. Getting some water. Alright. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Ida is fun. Thancred is popular, but I'm not the biggest fan and I can't place why. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amanji and Sons Mineral Concerns have doubled security over all of their shipments. In light of this, it is my judgment that the abduction should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would be a fine place to start. A fellow by the name of Esimbard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see what he gives. See that he gives us his full cooperation. Oh no. I have nothing nearby. Time to walk, I guess. Let's see. They dance. Just realized I'm almost level 30. That's cool. Thought I was lower level for some reason. I'm gonna say the stars in this game are pretty, at least in this zone. Ooh, at level 35 I can do Temple of Karn. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm probably not. I feel like every word in this game that's like not English, I just butcher. Or like, I guess, I don't know if you would call it English because they're not like real words, but yeah. Why is there a level 78 thing here? What the heck? I helped. Some of them are real words, but like in Latin, Greek, and French. That's right. I do remember, what was that dungeon that I did? There was one dungeon that the bosses were Greek names. Yeah. I was gonna say it was a mine, but I couldn't remember the first part of it. Mapping the realm. Almost there. We made it. Alright. I'm Isembard. Here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amage. It seems that we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victim safely returned. I like that little, like, noise that it makes whenever you complete a quest line. Let us get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amage culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by the Amage hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay in the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of St. Adama Lendama, innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before the mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amage still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing. You may even come to learn something of what the Amage seek in this area. Solved mystery. Oh, they're only level 12. It is good to see you returned. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? Yeah. And I got ambushed. With the with the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their ways across to the other side. You've done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amage? Did you see any? Surely such a massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence. Must let you take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amage remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in lowborn disappearings is all but confirmed. But I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. I do appreciate they make the bodies turn into flowers just so you don't have a corpse in your pockets. Yeah, that would be kind of weird. Here, let me just pull out the whole body from my pocket real quick. Some big pockets, I tell you what. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybound every day. Even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who might be implicit in these vanishings? That is a good question. And I leveled up. Let's say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves. It may be among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Unks who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him, else he's not likely to speak to you. Get ready, you're gonna be mad. Oh no. Wait. Isn't this the guy earlier who was like trying to like make that one woman give him the meat or whatever she bought for her kids? Wow. This guy. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Olda. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? What a jerk. I hate this guy. Dear friend, missing people. Yours is some bard. Folk around here is as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of my dead. This guy is actually evil. I don't like him. If anything, they're even more timid than before. What with all the disappearances? You can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. Awa, awa. Hello, Palpa. He's the actual worst. Yeah, I want to punch him. Please, sir. Just leave me be. Oh. I've nothing to say but this. Thou take who or whatever's been feeding off us low folk. Oof. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please, don't kill me. The music a vibe, though. Cat Gem, yeah. It is a vibe. Very... It fits the atmosphere of this area, I think, pretty well. That emote is so cute. I almost said emo. Like a mixture of emote and meowing. What is wrong with me? Halia, hello. Thank you for the hydrate. Appreciate that. I definitely needed the water. Bonjour. Hello, hello. We are continuing where we left off last time. We found the guy who tried to make the poor lady give up her meat that she had bought for her kids. And I really want to punch him in the face, but I can't. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Not the meat. I know, she spent all of her money to buy food for her kids. And then this guy was trying to be like, no, she stole that from me. Or something like that. I don't remember exactly what he was saying, but he was like gonna have his guards attack her for the meat. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me... Oh wait, I already read that. Wow, that guy was useless. I learned nothing from him. Except that he tricked people into doing labor for him. He was gonna have her... Oh, I see. Yeah, a true scumbag. Welcome back, Phantom. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Unks. Spits at him. For real. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Oh wow, look at this hat. Got the drip now, guys. If we would know what the common folk speak of their gods, we've no better place to ask them than the Church of Saint Adama Lentam. Why are the names so like tongue twister? Fashion King, for real. It is a small and humble church, found to the northwest of here. And so long as you were headed there, might I ask you deliver this embalmed corpse? A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust no more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marquez? Oh, hello, Jason. Thank you for thank you for the squat redeem. Welcome in, and thank you for the hydrate as well. What's up, Soul Cat? Not much, man. Just doing some more main story quests today. But yeah, seek out a man named Marquez. He tends the graves of the village yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Alright, time for those squats real quick. A little warm up before my leg day tonight. Yeah. Getting so close to my burb. Yeah, I'm almost there. I don't know why AutoMod blocked that message, creature, but it was like, I hate French, and that is the block term for whatever reason. No bonjours, oui, baguettes in this household. Honestly, Fallon. Croissant. It's pronounced Mark. So his name is just Mark. Mansky. No. It's allowed. Don't worry. I am Mark. Goodbye, Mark. A body, of course. There have been so many bodies of late. Oh no. It's Mark and his dark web shenanigans. He's figuring out the price of skin. Hello, Aruna. Welcome in. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Ayo, baby girl, hand over that body. Oh no. Oh wait, how do I... Oh, I see. Over here? I have control here, you sure do. No, not here. No, this isn't the right way. I don't think. Yo, ban me? No, 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 don't ban Maple. Apparently though, Mark, if you want to get banned, you just have to say you hate the French. Control T's. Oh, there's a little path right here. I see. I totally missed that. We're putting the flower to rest. Oh, the flower became a body. How morbid. Phantom would never recover. I would never recover. I need Maple here, is what I'm saying. Don't go, Maple. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? The missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Orson can? She's been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why though. Pardon me. You will find Sister within the church walls. I just threw his naked body in the dirt. I mean, he couldn't afford a casket, so he just gets dirt. I hear you have done us a service by burying a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude, and extend it to Isambard when you next see him. You seek the knowledge of the missing drybone inhabitants. It is true that I am closer to the people than any other of the order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I wish Mark would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead. Better to become one with the soil. That's true. Hello, Louis. Hello. This time I'm not ending stream, I think, as you're coming in. Oh, sorry about that. So. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill benefits the church. I came at the perfect time. Yeah. I was like, hello, goodbye. Oh no, Jason. I'm sorry. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man named Thancred, I believe, took offense at at his conduct. I must have words with Mark and soon. Oh no. Not our boy Thancred getting upset at Mark. How is FF14? I'm liking it so far. I'm not very far in the game though, so I know I have a long ways to go to get to max level and get through all the story and all that, but so far I'm enjoying it. I mean, I have a really cool hat, so I have the drip. Is that a floating pirate ship? I'll have to look. I don't know if it is. Oh yeah, my pet. Yeah, it's a little ship. Thank you, Phantom. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. We were able to learn aught of the missing common folk. You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Phantom? There he is. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with Ungst more times than I cared to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folk speaking their secrets only to those in the service of gods. Prostration, prayer, penance. Abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confessions, the good sister Arsen herself. Orson? I don't know how to say that name. Orson. She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye on this rose. Sister Frank Osh. That's actually pretty funny. Still, the Lich Keeper Mark. I'd swear to the 12s I'd seen that face elsewhere before. Do. Sister Frank Ocean. It cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own. Bazaar. I don't know. And it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no. It could not be. Could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out that boy, Phantom, and see if he cannot glean something from him about Frank Ocean's activities. Young child, I have to ask you about Frank Ocean. What has he been up to lately? Oh, wrong way. A taku. Looked more like a taco. This music is very reminiscent of a older Final Fantasy game that I played when I was a kid. It was on the GameCube though. Please help. Sister Arsen went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here, about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please, find her. You were the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. Seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. I don't know, I don't think she's the prime suspect of the case, to be honest. Let's see what this guy has to say about it, though. Sister Arsene was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in doing so, no less. Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Yeah, I think Thancred is off on this one. I am well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Arsene. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he would be waiting at the Amage encampment to the southeast. Thancred has it out for the church people. For real. He left word that he would be awaiting at... Oh wait. I pray that you two are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. He was mean to Mark and Sister Frank Ocean. Man. I don't know. Thancred might be falling off my list of people that I like pretty quickly. Ah, there you are, Phantom. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about Sister Arsene. As Zimbard said, her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions were about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Arsene near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amage caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Phantom. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Wow. First he suspects somebody who's innocent, and then he makes fun of Mark, and now he's making me go in and do the dirty work for him. Then created a bum. I'm just kidding. Bruh. It is the one tuxedo mask me. True. Oh, why did he have to say it like that? Well, did anything tickle your fancy? I don't know. I don't know why. That just... This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks like to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though. Because he's British. True. You're right. Atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Naldthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Arsene makes of it. Wait. This inn is called the Eternal Sleep. I don't like that. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? I have a piece of paper for you. Camp Tribone has a theme. Yeah, there's a lot of people dying and dead people reference it. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the order to deceive the people? Wow, probably. That's probably what's going on. The plot thickens, Phantom. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how to best handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Posing as a priest? To think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Phantom. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. He is perceiving all around him. I am afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more victims, more innocents will fall victim. Eyes wide open. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Phantom and me serve, like with like, by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. I dare to hope this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slaps should serve your need, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve us very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Phantom. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at the camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Wait. Didn't that one guy say that he was making people work for him? Like tricking people into working for him? Speak with locals while garbed in the tunic and slobs. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he's the guy, honestly. He seems like scum. Okay. Yeah, he is a jerk. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. I preach the teachings of Izima, the warden. Hast thou'st come to partake of the honey of her wisdom. Azima is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this late, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. And I was just about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now, get out of here so I can finish my story. That guy kind of looks like a sailor. um... Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh. I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Maybe you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Where is this other one at? Oh, up there. What is it? God, it's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep up with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Wow. People in this town are very mean. But I mean, when your inn is called Eternal Sleep, I guess I can see why they would be mean. You have quite a knack for being in a nuisance, Phantom. Oh no. I know. They're looking down upon me. And then Thancred just said I'm a nuisance too. The camp is abuzz with talk of the newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate, to the east of here. The eyes of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Alright. We're going places now. Fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Phantom. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I'm a priest of the Order of Analdthal, and I've come to offer you this leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of Venery. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you have made a god's awful mummer, Unks. What? How did you know? You bastards tricked me. Please, don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. I was right. I knew it. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazir, raised there if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalje raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm and plunder the pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. So I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalje in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazir, they made demands, outrageous ones. Demands? What kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule for crystal shipments from Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalje. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. That was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Amalje pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Oh, not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter. There'll be enough time to learn the truth. Wah. Phantom, be a good man and take word of these developments to Menphilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Jail for angst, jail for 1,000 years. I agree. I think I got an item to... Yeah, okay, I can teleport there. Instead of having to walk all the way back. But if he's not the one who leaked the patrol guards' routes, then who did? I don't know, I don't believe him. Though that Immortal Flames guard that was in that town was not very nice to me. Oh, welcome back, Phantom. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abducted were taken, and none but the Emulsia know the answer. Suffice it to say that they will not be willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. As long as it's not mine, right? Switch back my armor on. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problem, we must needs be ready for the fight of our cause. That you might take to the field suitably prepared, I would have you meet with a goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Munimix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Munimix is renowned for having introduced a revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Munimix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Munimix and bid him to use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Munimix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan, a place known as the Bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Alright. To Munimix we go. Oh. Oh, look at this guy. No shirt on. Gone. Who is Uplander come to tent ring of Unimix bubbly pots? Are any of your craft classes at level 15? No, I haven't leveled up anything besides my main class. Is it 19? I'm not sure. Fighty Tool drinks in herself. One full of airy self, Fighty Tool changes to Stony Shine. Name of materia. Okay, when you get to level 19, the girl behind you will teach you how to use materia. Okay. If materia join with other Fighty Tool, then big eyes. Fighty Tool gains power of airy self. Mutamix is reckoning that Uplander is friend of Minfilia. Yes. Tongue flaps reached ear of Mutamix with fastness. Minfilia wants Uplander to see power of materia. Uplander bring a fighty tool to Mutamix, yes? Fighty tool is unstrong as Edie tool. Make good Teachy show of power of materia. The materia, master. Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Tool, yes? Materia join with Fighty Tool. Fighty Tool gains power of materia. Fighty Tool reborn. Here, Uplander. Take Fighty Tool to Minfilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the etheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment will serve, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its owner's spirit. When ye attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host item with its power. That's how Master Mutamix turned that dagger of yours from Sumat as would have struggled to cut a stake into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia. Then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of crafty making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Mutamix. We'll head back now. Welcome back, Phantom. I trust your visit to the bonfire proved fruitful. My brain hurts a little bit from reading his text, but yeah. What a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skills needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As for I am sure you're aware, the quality of one's equipment can be difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you an edge you need, Phantom, so make it your ally. Now, it's time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. Alright, next mission time. Oh, that image looks kind of scary. Lord of the Inferno. Word has arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information about our friend, Angst, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Amalje to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Amalje responsible for the abductions, and so they mean to have Angst attend as planned. As the Amalje are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flame have requested our support. I would have you provided to them, Phantom. Thancred is presently attending another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him. Such is his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Alright, back to Camp Drybone. Oh, it's raining here. Ah, you're a phantom cat of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger with your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture the Amalja and prize from them the whereabouts of the abductees. The lizardmen aren't aware of their man, Angst, has been exposed. When they come to the rendezvous point to meet the traitor, we'll spring the trap. Owing to the clandestine nature of the mission, we can deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and we requested the aid of the Scions. The rendezvous will take place at the Invisible City. Please make your way there and lie in wait. We stand to learn much more of the Amalja's plot if the mission succeeds, Phantom. Let's make sure it does. Alrighty, I guess I will do what I can. I really love the sounds of the rain. Invisible City. City doesn't look very invisible, but that's whatever. I'm sure there's some meaning behind it that I don't know. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalja appear. Yes, sir. Ah! What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. Guy's face. Oh no. There was a flame soldier that was a traitor too. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the mortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Do you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if somebody was feeding him information from the inside. Oh no. Your every movement was known to me but ahead of time. Well, that explains how the patrol schedule got leaked. Now, as much as I'd love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. This man, for real. Forgot that the battle music is kind of loud. I feel like Tancred is probably bringing more people to help us fight. Never mind, maybe Tancred isn't coming to help. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Bring him. And the rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. Well, I don't know what they did to me, but I passed out. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their gods as an offering. If I must die, then let me die as a soldier's death, with steel in hand. Oh yeah, that's right, the sleep spell. Totally forgot about that. Confront Ifrit in the Bowl of Embers. It's kind of useless. Yeah, I mean, I haven't found many uses for it yet, except for to like sneak past mobs that I don't want to fight. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. O mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. O mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not yet your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch these heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells. Bring those two as well. What's going on? This isn't what we agreed. None but the servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the right of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. Pitiful children of man. By my breath, I claim you. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flame with your faith, and all who stand against us shall burn. It's a big demon thing. Oh mighty Ifrit. Oh no. Your words are my bread. Impossible, but what sorcery do you resist my master's will? Could it be? Your soul already belongs to another. Yes, that's the only explanation. Oh, he's angry. Forsooth, thy frail mortal frame can serve as a vessel to the blessings of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art of the godless blessed number. The paragons warned of thine abhorrent kind. Thine existence is not to be suffered. This fake dragon guy is really not happy with us being alive right now. It'd be like that sometimes. Yeah. You know, for a big bad enemy, he wasn't very strong. No, I dropped a crystal. Pray forgive my lateness. Thancred, you were so late. I was delayed by a congregation of Amalja zealots. I swear, each seemed more even than the last. Yeah, speaking. Phew. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives. No less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it is fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much more to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Phantom. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I would have never left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in a more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we? This way, sir. So, that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated. Even taking Ul'Dan interference into account. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left behind by Vilith Legion. The 8th, 9th? I didn't read how many eyes there were, actually. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely on. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. We've wasted enough time here. That meters of yours is too old to give any reading worth a damn. Not that there was aught worth a damn for it to read, but I take your point. I suppose we must content ourselves with the knowledge that we've achieved our primary objective. Yet, I find that I am troubled by the adventurer's unexpected show of strength. Could such a foe prove a hindrance to our plans? Perhaps, but this is a consideration for another time. You've been given a task. That is your priority. I suggest you treat it as such. Fail to do so as my lord commands. And I will spare him the trouble of punishing you. Yeesh. With allies like that, beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. I play this through the Square Enix's launcher. Ah, there you are, Phantom. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's enormous... enormous? I don't know why reading it, like seeing it spelled out, made it hard. Ah, okay. Endwalker is on sale on Steam, but the Steam's version isn't compatible with the other. Yeah, I know. I bought like all of the game like a while ago, including Endwalker. And whenever I saw it was on sale on Steam, I was like, no. Could have saved myself like $30 or so, I think. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said of their minds. For once a man is tampered, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all our misfortunes, there is still some reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain, and by your hand, no less. I'm glad I fell off till now, because now I can afford the complete edition. Nice. Yeah. I regret my decisions, but it's fine. That is a deed of no ordinary individual, Phantom. Not that I ever thought you were ordinary. On the contrary, I have long suspected that you have the potential to shape the fate of this realm. What can I say? My fine eye for talent remains untamed. Minfilia will be proud beyond all reckoning when she hears of your deeds. I trust you shan't object to my bearing of the tidings to her. That way, I can claim I have contributed something to this mission. Wow. He did literally nothing, but he's like, alright, I'm gonna go tell her for you, so that I can have credit for doing something. You, meanwhile, have earned yourself a rest. Take some time to relax, and return to the Waking Sands when you are good and ready. We can discuss the matters in more detail then. Just don't take too long, will you? The realm's problems won't solve themselves. Like I said, tuxedo map. For real, I'm seeing it more and more now. I don't know if that'll be better than what I have. Nope. Okay. Ah, the triumphant hero returns. Tancred told us the news upon his arrival. He is presently in the Solar, giving a full report to Lady Minfilia. You should join them at once. Lady Minfilia is most eager to see you. My late arrival nearly cost Phantom his life. I wasn't there when the Emulsia took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Oh, now you just need to do 3 more ceremony 3 times, and then you get the Chocobo. Big bet. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should have never had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I am failing you all. What's done is done, Thancred. You can ill blame yourself for every... Phantom, it is so good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I had just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Thancred has told me everything. You've done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no choice, had no cause to fear. And now we can put paid our long investigation. As we suspected, the Emulsia undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Nor is the tale limited to Ulda. Similar incidents have been rife in both Limsa Liminsa and Gridania of late. I dare say you've been curious as to ask how these crimes are linked to the primals. Permit me to explain. Having manifested in the physical realm, primals must consume aether if they are to maintain their presence here, and the stronger they become, the more aether they require. Now, aether exists throughout creation, it flows through all life, and permeates the very air that we breathe. Alas, this alone will not suffice to sustain the likes of Ifrit. Nay, he and his kind require a more concentrated source of aether, crystals. It is for this reason that the incidents involving crystals can often be traced back to a primal. Which leads us to the why of the abductions. To understand this, you must first understand how primals are born. When all is well in the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from the suffering. These cries serve as a beacon toward which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or etheric coalescence, which grants them the being's physical form. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, the more powerful their gods become. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as the adherents freely give. And in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet, even as Ifrit took your comrades in its thrall, you alone remain unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. We know not why of it, but those blessed with the Echo are immune to primal influence. It is as though a greater power protects us. When you first came to us, I told you that the Echo would be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. I trust you now begin to see why. Yeah, I suppose. The recent incidents all share a common trait: meticulous planning. Such elaborate designs are a new development, and one which fills me with an unshakable sense of foreboding. While I share your concern, my presiding feeling is one of relief at your safe return. The Immortal Flame assured me that they will deal with the aftermath, so you need not concern yourself with that. We may rest easy at this time. I suggest you take full advantage of this respite, Phantom. You may be sure it won't last long. Once the people learn the identity of a hero who felled Ifrit, I fear you have a nary a moment to yourself. Oh, I almost choked on my water. Whether she intended to or not, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think should be best heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be known to the public. I swear to you that we would not do this if it were any other recourse, but once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal whom he cannot choose but worship. And so, we, the Scions, continue our fight, that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Phantom. But I should be going. I must offer my apologies to the Flame General for the losses of his people suffered. Till next time. They'll just all be staying at the Eternal Sleep Inn, getting a good night's rest for eternity. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louis would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Pancrit is going on his training arc. Do do do. Ah, a hero in the making. He's definitely going on an arc. Yeah. Until not very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But, for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled to the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Ida and Papalimo that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner you had joined us than you had personally bested the primal Ifrit. That is a recount of everything I've done so far. You have achieved a great deal in a short time. Won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you soon will discover. We have guests, Phantom, or rather, you have guests. Oh, sheesh. Ah, Lady Minfilia. Radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grand Company of Limsa Laminsa to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Phantom, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have a Fritzbane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard of you. I find myself wondering how word of Phantom's deed spread so quickly, that the immortal flames should have known of his triumphs to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Come on, Tataru. Your reputation precedes you, Master Cat. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. And imagine our pride when we learned that you had begun your journey as an adventurer in our own Gridania. Know that the people hold you in high esteem, and that you will always be welcome among us. The Order of the Twin Adders has need of a valiant man such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Cat. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to our friends, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ulda. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend. She barely knows me. Why is she speaking so much of me? It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let this... Oh, getting tongue-tied again. And together, let us see the grand vessel of Limsa Laminsa to the shores of glory. I think out of all of them, I'm probably going to join the Twin Adders. Lady Minfilia. Are you Team Unity, Team Prosperity, or Team MILF? Yeah, I'm Team Unity, I suppose. I think I kind of like that zone more than the other ones. Limps is okay, though. And I don't really like Ulda that much, so. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help you clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organization empowered to call upon the material, economic, and technological resource of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea. The Maelstrom of Limsa Laminsa, the Order of the Twin Adders of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Ulda. Serving a grand company means serving the nation in which you belong. You will be charged with its defense, and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you are agonizing over which of the grand companies best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. So I can switch them around, that's cool. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so. And yet, I can see that it is still no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given the understanding that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are wise as you are beautiful, my lady. The flame officer is a simp. Oh yeah. Grand companies are a great way to level your crafting as well. You can turn in provisions for the ceremony, and you get a ton of XP for whatever class the items come from. And you get more XP from high quality items as well. Oh, nice. I was planning to level up some of my crafting stuff like off stream, just because I don't know how entertaining it would be to watch me running around mining ore. Very well. Let Phantom hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the disciplines of military service. But I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Phantom, and with that, you are capable of doing untold good. Yet, know that great power won't attract attention. Not all of it unfriendly or friendly. No? There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have it in need in the days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I want you to carry this link pearl with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Phantom, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will appraise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Oh, that was a lot of reading. Tataru, why? Why did you do this to me? I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Phantom. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time, I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Britannia's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services, and Elder Seedseer Kani-san Senna? Kani-senna? I can't remember. I used to know how to say her name. I don't remember. Will deliver her address at the Miketo's Amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of these involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Olda, where the Flame General Robin Adeline will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there will be a special guest. How exciting. Last but not least, make your way to the stateroom in Limsa Liminsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Merlwib Blowfishwin will be giving her address. The room that is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry, Xanathil, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though with your record of Impeccable timing and luck. The schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Hold on one second. My cat wants out of my room. I'm back. I don't have any more cats in my room now. Cat. Yeah. She was sleeping on my bed, but she just woke up and she wanted out, so. Alright. The Gridania. What kind of cat? She's a... what is the breed of it? A tortoiseshell? My other cat is just a tabby. Yeah. She's the older of the two. Why are there cactuses everywhere?
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are all
I'm
together.
gonna make it rain event.
Some say
I
you
see.
couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
Oh, I see. I see.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago.
Also a special quest in Ulda that gives you a minion of Godbert Manderville. I will have to do that quest. I'm assuming it's probably only available during the event. I could be wrong, but...
Working hand in hand, the Hure and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization. And soon, they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer.
Those two were on the wagon at the very beginning of the game.
The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hure and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
He sounds kind of stuck up.
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us.
Busy. Oh no.
Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Carteneau. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
I will say, the cat girl that's like back here, I saw her just looking up and I was like, what is she looking at? It's like she's not looking at the person who's speaking, and then I noticed this person is looking down at her, and I was like, oh, that's what's going on.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without
Ixal.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
That's her girlfriend. It might be.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Wow.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
Follow
forest.
the elementals!
We must think of the children. I don't know, that's kind of random. It was a good speech, though, I'd say.
If you'll permit me, Alfie, no.
No, I don't permit you.
And my sister, Alize, at your service.
I guess the Garleans hate... Yeah, they hate children, specifically.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Oh, they're gonna make me read again? Sheesh. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the same time they summoned the primal Ramua. Ramu? The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are yet to be bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it's broken. The Twellswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people here that are restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet, how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager? Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later they will have to come to an all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How vulnerable might be the aid of a capable adventurer to prove to them? Well, perhaps we will find out soon, if the Elder Sitsio's words fell on fertile ground. One ceremony down. To Olda we go.
behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold.
That's pretty impressive to turn sand into gold. Don't think that's how the chemistry behind that would work, but yeah.
Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard.
Oh no, what's this guy again?
Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm.
The Alchemist Guild is here, so it makes sense. Ah, dang, Valentine, you got me there. I didn't even think about that. They figured out how to turn sand into gold.
In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
What do you think the Guildmasters have been doing all this time? You're right. Making that sweet, sweet back. Also, yeah, Alphanod is actually right, though. I remember, didn't they lose that battle? Kinda?
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not.
Ah, okay. I spoke too soon, I guess.
And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death.
He's so angry.
Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Yah for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Raoban? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah.
Woo, yeah, taxes. Exactly. The government will get rich first, and then we'll trickle down the economy to the poor people. Oh no.
Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn!
You know, he's saying a lot of things, but I don't think most of the things he's saying are actually, like, sound logic.
You again.
No, Alphanod. Fancy meeting you again. And now you're gonna make me read again. I know it, yep. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the Amulja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So they have dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet, he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultan's coffers are bottomless, and even in assuming they had the coin, resources will be ever finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amulja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldans send their forces to smite the primal, and though they are invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcomed addition to the ranks. Yeah, I don't know about joining them. To Limpsa we go. So many people here. All right. Here to attend the remembrance service. Be quick, the Admiral is due to give her address at any moment.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
Creature.
700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The Crimson Field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the Black Longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our Grand Company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage. Yet many of ours did not survive.
Oof.
Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Ripskis in peace.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom.
Oh, we love freedom.
Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The
bastards.
Sahagin have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt Pirate and Maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming Tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Gather the lads.
Where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
I think her speech was probably the best out of all of them. If I was to rank them, it would be hers, and then the Twin Adders, and then the Flame. The Immortal Flames is probably like the weakest of in my opinion. Fancy meeting you yet again. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal for their gold, the primal titan for their god. I don't know why I read that as gold. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Garleans have also chosen to erect a fortress right in Leminsen's backyard. And that is to say not of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions. And while they fight amongst themselves, the Garleans whet their blades and watch. If the Limpsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be put aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. This end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched in a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Wow. Phantom, this is Minfilia. Are you well? Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. It's like she knows. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands. It would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Alright. Let's get back to them. Welcome back, Phantom. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you now know why your services are in such demand. Would that there were more of you, Phantom. Okay. But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer. Will do.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Yeesh.
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
I don't like either of those two, to be honest. I think the sister is a little bit more, I don't know. I was gonna say she's a little more annoying, honestly. They both kind of seem like they act like they can change the course of everything going on, when it's like, that's not the case, probably. Alright, time to join the Serpent Officer. Ah, I take it the Elder Seedseer's words have touched your heart. I have resolved to entwine your destiny with that of the Twin Adder. Yeah. You have chosen wisely, my friend. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed. I dare say you knew it well from your wanderings in New Gridania. Give your name to the personal officer there, and he will guide you through the formalities. I have no doubt but that your deeds will bring great honor to our order. When we next meet in Gridania, I shall be proud to call you my brother. teleport back there. You are come to the oh my goodness, what? You are to come to the Adder's Nest, headquarters of the Order of the Twin Adder. Ever do we welcome they who would toil in the elemental's name for the good of our forest nation. My name is Phantom Cat. I believe you're expecting me, or I am here to enlist if you will have me. I'll go with the bottom one. Feels less pretentious. Ah, might you be Phantom Cat? I thought so. Our recruitment officer sent word that you would be coming. It is a pleasure and an honor both to welcome you to our ranks. Now, let me gather together the relevant documentation. Sir. What is it? Report. An urgent message from Amorous. From the Spire, sir. A Highwind Skyways airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the skies over the East Shroud. The vessel's engines were crippled, sir, and it was forced to make an emergency landing northwest of 9 Ivies. 9 Ivies? Gods, this could have not come at a worse time. All but a handful of our forces are presently afield dealing with the Ixal. Phantom, I know full well you have yet to be formally inducted into our ranks, but we have an urgent need of your aid. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians, and if the reports are accurate, it will come down dangerously close to the Garlean occupied territory. Please make all haste to the area southwest of 9 Ivies, locate the airship, and ascertain the status of the passengers. I can't catch a break. Oh. I'll have to do this before I'm considered a twin adder. Okay, let's see. Oh. Oh. Gotta kill these for a hunt while I'm here. Might as well. Hello, Valentine. Thank you for the head pass. Sorry you're in hell. You can make it through it though, I believe. Oh, thank you for the stretch redeem. I definitely need to stretch after I kill this enemy. Okay. Alright, alright. Let's see. Oh, that stretch felt really good, actually. Alright. Time to save the people on this airship. An adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. The Adder's Nest sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Peace, friend. We mean you no harm. You're an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are Phantom Cat, I presume. I was told to expect an honorary serpent. My thanks to you, your aid, my friend. Oh, creature, thank you for the king. I didn't even notice that. Got my king badge on. I've never seen a craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to this man's treachery? The secrets of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Imperial scouts from the Castrium Orions? They mean to requisition the ship. Wedge, you have to help them. That fool of a Lalafell was hiding inside the tiny Bronco. The tiny Bronco? But isn't that the Ironworks' latest creation? Everyone in this game really loves calling everyone else a savage. Like, everyone is a savage, obviously. It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first test flight. And she was soaring. She really was, till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me all. The Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into the Garlean hands. We shall strike them, swift and sure, and rescue Engineer Wedge. Phantom, I trust we can rely on your support. Actually, now that I'm here, I decided I don't want to be the Twin Adders, so I'm gonna just head out. See you guys later. Just kidding. May the matron watch over us. With me. An ambush. To arms. Imagine if you could do that, though. Power move. Yeah, you guys are on your own. This guy has so much health. I guess I also don't really do a whole lot of damage, to be completely honest. I'm a healer, though, so... Oh. Yay. Biggs. Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with that ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications and we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. While you do your work, we shall keep watch over the perimeter. The enemy may yet be lurking nearby. As for you, Phantom, you've more than done your part today. I bid you return to the Adder's Nest and complete your enlistment. I pray there will be no further intrusions. When we next meet, let it be as fellow serpents of the Order. Uh, I just wanted to say sorry, you know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously though, if you hadn't been there, for you and the Twin Adder lads there, we'd have been chained up in a dungeon by now. I'm an in debt friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you. We're very grateful. Teleport back. Hello, Dia. Thank you for the head pat. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate as well. Thank you, thank you. I hope your day has been well, Dia. Quest Wizard, hello. Gotta love the head pat bonks. What a great combo. Alright. We are gonna join the Twin Adders now. Phantom. It does my spirit well to see you've returned. Word arrived but moments ago from the team at 9 Ivies. Lest you worry, the 2 engineers are safely on their way. The lieutenant informs me that you were instrumental in the mission's success. Had you not found Engineer Biggs when you did, and helped us to rout the Garleans, things might have been very different. And all this before you were even inducted to the Order. You were well on your way to carving out a fine career for yourself beneath the Twin Adder standard. But without further ado, let us see your induction. 12 willing, there won't be any further interruptions. Okay, but do I get payment for helping out? I really just did all that for nothing? I'm just kidding. Protocol requires that play day trying not to evaporate from the heat. Oh no. See, it's actually really nice here today because like it rained all yesterday into the evening. I got paid in experience. You're right, creature. You're right. But yeah, it's really nice here. It was like low 70s today. Yeah. And also because of the rain, there was no fireworks last night, really. Like people weren't setting them off, so I was able to sleep instead of being woken up at midnight because of sounds, even though I was awake at midnight. Lucky, it's been hot as heck here. Oh no. Sorry. It was hot Saturday. It was like, I mean, it wasn't really that hot though for our weather. Our weather has been super like weird here. Like we've had so much rain. Like the most rain I remember ever living here. And you all are yours. No. I'm not complaining. I don't know about that one, D. And fireworks were going off in broad daylight for some silly reason. People are weird. Protocol requires that I apprise you of who we are and what we do, after which I will invite you to swear on an oath of your free own will. The Order of the Twin Adder is a grand company of Gridania. It brings together the material, economic, and technological resources of our nation, that we might stand strong in times of times of dearest adversity, when our very survival hangs in balance. Our order was formed in the days before the calamity, in readiness to fight the Garlean Empire, and to combat the beast tribes and their primals. Needless to say, our struggle continues to this day. Elder Seedseer Kani-sana is supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the people of Gridania and the sanctity of the Twelveswood. As the entwined serpents that grace our standard, let a Forestborn strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. In doing so, we honor the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the wood. Now then, Phantom Cat, I ask that you give unto us your oath of allegiance, in whatever fashion you see fit. Silence. This is my way of saying I'm joining. I don't say anything. I shall strike down our enemies and drink their blood. I had to. This guy is like, oh no, I don't know what we just let join our military forces. I love the blood of my enemies. Sip. Well, quite. Oh my god, I'd forgotten where the joke about my character being a vampire came from. Now you know. May it lend you strength as you strive to preserve all that is good in this great nation. It was this plus the bloodbath ability. Oh, I see. By the power vested in me, I assign you the rank of Serpent Private 3rd Class. The twin adders quietly be like, oh my god, send help. Yeah, we admitted a crazy into our ranks. Not the crazies. You are now a man of the Order of the Twin Adder. Go forth, Private Cat, and do that which brings peace to the Twelveswood and honor to our name. Everybody's clapping nervously like, please. Please don't drink my blood. Can you hear me, Phantom? This is Minfilia. An officer of the Order of the Twin Adder contacted me with the news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private Cat. Private Cat. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintance of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though, you are now a serpent of Gridania. You are no less a scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. The distant call of a friend in need, perhaps. Private Cat meow. Private Cat meow. As you are needed elsewhere, I shall not keep you any longer. Suggest speaking with the High Serpent Commander for sale Helix before you depart. I will strike down my enemies and drink their blood. Oh woo. Ooh woo. You may provide you with assistance on your journey. I can't. Sometimes it's so hard to stay in character without laughing. You may now accept the quest My Little Chocobo Twin Adder by speaking with the dude. This quest must be completed in order to proceed to the end of the main scenario for A Realm Reborn. So much stuff is happening on my screen. I can finally get my chocobo. He believes it's past time I was issued my own mount. Let's go. Ah, Private Cat. I understand you were working tirelessly in Gridania's name. You were truly an example of your fellow serpents. But I like how he's saying this. I haven't done anything. I did one thing, and that was before I even joined them. So, like, I haven't really done anything for the Twin Adders yet. But tell me, have you ever felt as though you couldn't get to your destination quickly enough? That perhaps you could do with a swifter pair of legs? Yeah, that'd be nice. If so, you might consider getting a personal chocobo. If you've yet to be issued your own bird, am I correct? Given your considerable talents, you should be able to obtain one in no time at all. Let me tell you how to go about it. First, you must obtain a Serpent Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the Quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to our man, Singer, and he will furnish you with a suitable bird. There should be a quest that sends you to the Wolf's Den, which immediately gives you more than enough seals for the Chocobo license. Otherwise, you can quickly get seals by doing the provisionary turn-ins. Okay. I think that's whenever I hit level 30 that I get that quest. There it is. I only need 200. Do. Okay, hold on. Trying to figure out where I should go to get these real quick. I don't know. Talk to the guy next to the guy with the prizes. This guy? Oh no. I can't do them right now, it would seem. Yeah, apparently I can't do them right now. Yeah. That's okay. If I do like one of my hunt log things, then I'll get enough for it. Wait. Let's run down to the sand gate real quick. I just want my chocobo. I feel like I've spent my entire stream basically in this area. I'm level 29, Valentine. I just got the quest to be able to get it, I guess, though. But I don't have enough company seals for it. This old part is kind of a slug. Yeah. Wait, though. Because I can use my chocobos, I can use my other mounts, right? No. I'm unauthorized to summon them. Never mind. Feels like you spend way too much time in Ul'dah. Yeah, at least so far, it kind of has felt that way. I mean, I like the music for this zone, though, so it's fine, but... music is a bop, for sure. No. I wish there was a way to look for enemies where they're at. Oh, it's probably over here though, right? Yeah, I think so. Is this one of those dudes that I need to get? Yeah, there they are. No, 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 he's not one of the guys I need. Ah. Andrew can handle it anyway. That is true. Yay. There we go. Alright. Now let's teleport back so I can buy my Chocobo license. And then I can ride mounts, finally. I think. This guy. You've got material and materials. Is there actually a difference though? In terms of what they mean? Maybe. Okay, I got my license. Now where do I go? Down here. Okay. Hello, good sir. Want a bird issued, you say? Then I'll need your serpent chocobo issuance. Yeah. I earned this through blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I meant like, material, and then material. That's what the tabs were called. One was spelled with a E, and then one was spelled with an A. Yes, everything appears to be in order. A moment, please. I'll be right back with your chocobo. I just thought it was kind of strange. And here he is. The fellow has been in high spirits for the past few bells. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. Oh no, I have to name it? Where? Yeah, I got a bird. What do I name my bird? Dog. Oh, doof. No, I don't know. Names must be between 2 and 20 alphabetical characters. I named mine Sega Dreamcast. Nice, nice. I wish I remembered the name of my birds that I had when I was little, but I do not remember the name of them. When? As in friend. Is the name permanent? That's another question I guess I should have asked. Before I make it something dumb and then regret it. Yeah, Wend is fine. Wend. There we go. Wend it is. I haven't used the chocobo in so long I don't even remember what mine is. Oh. You can rename it later if you want. Okay, cool. When it is for now, though. I dare say he likes his name. You need to take it to a guy. I gotcha. Here is your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present you with a chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. You got a license for that, sir. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Slay. My little chocobo. Oh. You can use the chocobo whistle to acquire the action to summon your personal chocobo. Yay. Let me put it on my action bars. There we go. Oh wait, I didn't learn it yet. There's another quest that lets your chocobo fight with you, but I don't remember what it's called. Ah. I'm sure I'll run into it eventually. There we go. Play. Chocobo on the bar. Check. Going to Vesper Bay. Check. Need to stretch. Oh man. There it is. So cute. Ah. I love it. E-jump. Alright though, so I was kind of thinking that I would end stream after I got my mount and got through all that stuff. And seeing as it's almost been 4 hours, it sounds like a plan. It's called My Feisty Little Chocobo and it's in South Shroud. Okay. I am going to put that in my notes so I don't forget. Because I will otherwise. Notes. My feisty chocobo. Easy. Alright. Add it to my notes. But yeah, so I think now that I got my chocobo, I am gonna head off for the night since I am getting a little tired. My voice is a little sore from talking so much. But thank you all for watching. I'm gonna find someone to raid, and I was gonna just kind of say I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow at 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So that's 8 Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific. I'll be streaming tomorrow though. So if you want to come hang out with me tomorrow again, that would be super cool. If not, that's awesome as well. Alright, let's find someone to raid. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, Dia. And I hope everyone else enjoyed the stream as well. So I had a lot of fun. I'm finally getting somewhere in the story, it feels like. I'm not just a wee adventurer anymore, I'm a twin adder and a scion as well. Good night. Okay, let's see. Oh, there's quite a few people streaming. Alright, I'll leave it up to chat. Do you want to watch Resident Evil Village? Or do you want to watch Unpacking? Choose between my two friends that are streaming right now. Otherwise, I'll just flip a coin and make the call that way because I'm bad at choosing who to raid. You're good with any. Okay, Dia. Village is cool. I haven't actually... Wait, Resident Evil Village. That's the scary game, right? Oh, thank you for the raid message, Dia. The meow meow raid. Alright, well, I guess we'll raid Nini then. She's the one playing Resident Evil Village. Join us in the meow meow raid. Yes. Alright, oh, almost used the wrong command. Raid. Nini Starlight. Alright. Oh, I should have made sure that she's not, like, ending stream anytime soon. Check. Alright, she's 2 hours in. It should be fine. Alright, everyone. Go give Nini some love. Say hello. You can send my raid message if you would like. Join the Meow Meow raid. And I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. Thank you for stopping by. And I'm head to the ending soon screen. Bye for now. Bye bye.